Hey, come see us on tour. We're going to be in Los Angeles, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. I've heard you have a couple of interesting takes on Tim Walz. Can you tell me what your feelings are about Tim Walz?
Well, I have the least interesting take of all on Tim Walz, which is he just seems super gay to me. I don't know if he is or not. I'm not accusing him of anything. I mean, I thought it was good to be gay. I actually think you have a better shot at getting into Princeton if you're gay, so it's hardly an attack. I just look at Tim Walz and I'm like, whoa, you're super gay. Maybe he's not. He should address it, I think. If you're
wait a minute.
Jazz hands at a political event, you need to answer the question. But of course, no one has the balls to ask him because it's a slur. Like, how is it a slur, by the way? I mean, honestly, I don't understand this whole thing. I think I'm just too autistically literal or something. I can't get my head around it. Why won't someone just ask him? And by the way, why are people still closeted in the Democratic Party in 2024 when they're constantly lecturing us about the I don't even know the acronym, but about gays and how great gays are? Okay, great, fine. I've always been very liberal on gays, personally. But if they're lecturing us about how great it is to be gay, how could you possibly justify having prominent closeted gays in the Democratic Party? And there are a bunch of them who I know. And I'm not going to name them because I don't think you should out people. I think you should leave people's personal lives to people. I actually think we should stop talking about people's sex lives in public. In general, I believe in privacy. I would love a truce on that whole topic. But it just shows how fraudulent they are.
What about sports and music? What about all the basketball players and rappers? Same deal.
Well, it's interesting because like Hollywood can't stop making movies about how historical figures are all gay. We're just supposed to accept it, like Jesus, Hitler, Abraham Lincoln. But the minute you go, Barack Obama's gay, they lose their fucking minds, man.
His favorite president is Lincoln.
Oh, they go absolutely crazy. Well, I did that. I mean, I don't know if he's gay, but I interviewed a guy who had sex with him.
Yeah, I love it.
No, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. This is not my area. I'm not kind of qualified to. I don't even know what it means to be gay at this point. I remember a gay guy who worked for me was constantly telling me that Pete Buttigieg was not actually gay. It was fake. I have no idea.
I heard that too. I heard that as well.
He was totally convinced of it. And I know that Buttigieg had been dating women up until fairly recently. So what does that mean? I have no idea. Again, I would love to live in a world where it's like nobody's business. But since they brought it up, they'll never stop lecturing me and my children about everybody's sex life. They made these rules. So why doesn't Tim Walz answer the question? Why do you seem so freaking gay?
Now, I don't think Obama was gay, but I think the guy he was fucking was gay.
I think that's right. I mean, it may just been, I think Obama was, no, actually, I know you're joking, but I kind of mean it. I think he's probably just if I had to guess, and I'm trying to think about it too much, it's like sort of an opportunist. He's a really cold guy. It's like, whatever.
Tucker.
If something in it for me, I'll do it.
It's like if you're very rich, you must have seen this in the fancy places you traveled. It's like if you learned another language for business, okay? So like Spanish or cocksucking. It's not about being gay. It's about power. Like you recharge your iPhone by plugging it in a guy's asshole. You understand? It's about power. It's not about, dude. It's real Alexander the Great kind of shit.
I think we all know what rebuilding your carburetor is code for.
But it's very interesting because they do have this ideology that's pushed on everybody. And the minute, like, there's a famous street interview where a guy's a gay pride and he goes up to a biological woman and asks her about what it's like to be trans. And she loses her mind, even though she's yelling at him about being mean to trans. So it's like, you don't really, like, if you go Michelle Obama's a trans, people lose their skull. So you really don't think they're unicorns. You just really just want to push a narrative. Is that what it is?
How's she get her voice to work, though?
Okay.
Her voice sounds like a woman.
Trans are like iPhones, dude. They're just getting slicker and slicker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if she was trans, she wouldn't have had the new surgery. She would have got the early one.
So... Tucker,
what about the gay from the 1890s? Someone who's just on a bicycle being happy.
Why, he's the gayest man in Yonkers.
All right, before I lose control of the show completely. Hey, come see us on tour. We're going to be in Los Angeles, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.